women think of solutions faster than we men think of the solutions.
But they say men are the ones who give solutions to everything.
No, men offer long-term solutions.
Oh.
But when it comes to a short-term solution,
something has happened.
Immediately. A woman's brain will work faster to first
Oh.
erase the problem.
Oh.
That is why if you happen to catch a woman in cheating, it's very easy for her to lie to you. But men rarely get away with.
He will think about it later
that
like,
he messed up. It's like, I really messed up.
Why did I use my brain? Oh,
exactly.
That's
and it. Because if you caught your woman cheating, God forbid, you will realize she will give you an answer
that you,
and then you'll end up apologizing for finding her in the act.
You're looking so smart.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're looking really so smart. And yeah, thank you for allowing to come on the Love Hub, maybe to help my Love Hub people to know more about this person. Then we dig into the real person.
My name is Joram Paul Ssonko. I am I'm a broadcast journalist with Nation Media. But what I do currently with Nation Media is I anchor the primetime news, and then I also do reporting for NTV still, and then also host a number of current affairs shows. But besides NTV, I am an events MC for weddings, corporate events such as summits, and a little bit of the breakfast kind of meetings here and there. I also do voiceovers for adverts. I think I've done quite a number.
Do you name them? Can you name them?
The ones that are still airing is I have a number of promos I did while I was at UBC. I've been here for 2 years. So before I joined NTV, I was at UBC. A number of those promos are still running, especially the station promos and all of those. I've done quite a number. There's a TV called TV1.
TV1.
I think it has been there for about 2 years. That one I've also done quite a number of promos for them. Voiceovers for them. But the others, I just do voiceovers for adverts that run on radio here and there. I've done some adverts for people on social media. So really, my life is driven around media and communication, I should say.
That's awesome. But then one thing that you've left behind, the one thing that I saw, and it caught me, I was like, this is the real guy I have to ask. You say you are a sapiosexual. And I was like, that was curious. I just had to look out. You're in.
Interestingly, before, I even added that term into... I even added that term on my bio for social media. Back then, I was someone who admired smart women, like women who could challenge me in so many ways. That if you are, let's say, in a work environment, I would find someone attractive. I wouldn't say I would date them, but I would say I would find you attractive if I told you you speak with a lot of confidence, you're smart, you understand things that you're talking about. I would find that very attractive on my side. And then I had to look for the meaning of this word. I was like, what does that mean? Because I realized while growing up, I was more attracted to people who are smart upwards. Not only because you're beautiful or all of these things, but I was more attached to your brains until I found out that such people, or I belong to a group of people who are sapiosexuals, that they are attracted to intelligent people. You're attracted to someone not only because of their looks, but also because of what they say, how they carry themselves, and the kind of knowledge or wisdom they carry.
And now, to me, I had to bring it to the relationship bit. that it's not a must that when you're intelligent, okay, this is what happens. That when people see that someone is intelligent, smart, well, confident, it just it adds up to they can have a beautiful relationship or a marriage that have made good choice. And then we realize that the ground it's different thing. Someone who is so intelligent is failing in relationships. And my question is, what do you think can be a cause of that?
I first of all believe intelligence sometimes is a bit subjective. You know why? Because you might be intelligent in a different sphere of life. Maybe when it comes to business, and you're so intelligent when it comes to that business that if someone sits with you and you're having a conversation about business, there are ideas you share with them and it changes their entire view of business or businesses. And then you might be intelligent when it comes to books or academics. When you go to uni, you're this kind of person who passes highly. You score the best marks. And the lecturers use you as an example for the best student.
So they get your paper and mark others.
Exactly. Every time graduation comes, you've done, let's say, a degree, you've done a master's, you're now on a PhD. But in every class you've attended, you're top of the class. You're academically intelligent. And then the people who are just all-round intelligent, everything they do, how they reason and everything. But why I would say it's a bit subjective, it depends on scenarios or circumstances. But now, going back to what you asked, I think for relationship matters, they're a bit complex and they shouldn't be.
They shouldn't
be. And now the intelligent people tend to bring that kind of intelligence to manage the relationship. And yet with the relationship, usually people say that in a relationship, one person has to be
a
fool,
then
while the other is the smart one. However, I wouldn't believe that one person has to be a fool, but that is sort of a choice of word to mean that in a relationship, there are certain things that you're not supposed to overthink.
Look at them and
just look at them and choose to keep quiet. You shouldn't put a lot of focus there because it will take a lot of your, no, you shouldn't put a lot of focus there because it might take a lot of your time and it might kill the relationship. Now, for example, in the era we're in today, you will realize communication has always been important in any relationship. Because I think once there is no communication, there is no relationship.
That's true.
And in the era that we're in, everyone has a phone. It might not be a smartphone, but at least there is a phone. If you don't have data, you have minutes to call. And then if you don't have either, you'll have to make sure that you have one.
No, you have like a neighbor who can.
Exactly. But then also now you could still get minutes of 1,000 shillings for daily, such that you keep your partner in the know of whatever is happening. But there are certain scenarios where you realize that your partner, I've seen people having these conversations online, that your partner is online and they're not talking to you or responding to you.
Yeah, they're talking to the ones they love.
They're talking to the ones they love. But then if you want to put a lot of focus on them not talking to you because you're seeing a notification that they are online, it is going to eat up your time. The entire day you're going to say, okay, so it seems he doesn't care, she doesn't care about me. But in the meantime, maybe this person is carried away because of certain things he or she is doing.
I can actually open WhatsApp and leave it.
And leave it open, yes. But it is still
running, it's showing still running, online.
And someone is saying you're not responding. Not until they maybe make a phone call
and
then realize that you're busy or you're caught up and you return the call. But the other thing for me is besides intelligent people trying to put a lot of intelligence into the relationship, I think intelligence comes with pride.
Oh, talk about it.
And it comes with ego. That when intelligent people tend to meet each other, or let's say they're dating each other, I'll give you two scenarios. If two intelligent people, or what we could call intelligent dependent on what they are, the things they do, or maybe the kind of career they've had wherever in whatever fields they've been in, you will realize that it will be a conflict in one way or the other. Why? Because each one of them thinks I'm smarter than you. So that means you really can't tell me what to do. I know what I'm doing, you can't tell me what to do. Now, relationships require a lot of patience, and then you need to also be considerate. But on top of it all, you need to be able to lower your guard down.
When you're relating.
Because you're now relating with human beings. Or you're relating with a human being on a one-on-one. It's not all about what you know, but it's all about getting to understand that this is my partner. And as much as I think I'm smart, maybe there are things they are good at. Because the relationship is now for us, not you, not me. Because it ceases to be a relationship if you're focusing on this is who I am. And you know, one of the things I've learned in relationships, by the way, is that there is no such a thing as I need a life outside the relationship. Oh, because when you say you need a life outside the relationship, then it's more of I don't want the relationship, but I want the benefits
of the relationship. Yeah.
When you say you want a life outside the relationship, then that means the relationship you're having is not good for your health. Or it's actually not good for you. Because if you're saying I want a life outside the relationship, then what does your partner have?
Oh, I want to be me.
You want to be you.
First be me.
Then that means your partner isn't good for you. Because the partner you choose is supposed to be a person who gives you the ability to be yourself.
Even when you're with
them. That if I told you, if I told you're a party animal, you know, there are people who love party. If I told you a party animal and your partner feels okay with you partying, it's okay. The worst part of things is you coming into a relationship and you're like, you found your partner partying. They love partying. And then you start, and you knew it. In fact, it's what drove you to love them. And then you get into their relationship and you're like, I don't like that partying kind of thing. Now you want them to eliminate their personality for you. However, it is not bad for you to just advise and say, I think you over party. Maybe you should, since we are now in a relationship, you cannot be moving like as if you're still single.
And that's the thing.
Which now you start going on the table and you're like, as a partner, you have to be considerate, and you're like, you see, since I'm a party person, I think I should reduce, because the reason I was over partying was because I was living my personal life. Now my partner isn't happy with it, or my wife isn't happy with it, or if I still want to party, why shouldn't I just party with her?
With her now. But remember, before you were doing it with her still.
Because that's where you found her. Or if she's not happy with over partying, try to also look at a different life where you can do certain hobbies together, so that you cut off the other level of over depending on your personal life. And so going back to the smart people feel, or intelligent people feel, they are too smart for certain things. And a relationship requires you to feel like as if you've been put into, back then in when we used to overwatch Nigerian movies, they would say
overwatch them.
They've put you in a bottle.
In a bottle.
Yeah.
So
you're stuck in a bottle.
You don't want to feel that. The smart one.
So smart people do not want to look like as if someone is controlling them. And it's not even control. It's more of now you have a partner. That means you have someone you're supposed to be accountable to. That if you're coming back late at work, there should be a reason as to why you're coming back late.
But he feels, I know I was working, working for us, and so you don't have to ask. But this is a person who doesn't really know that you were working.
In fact, you would say, for instance, a smart person would tell you, or not even smart people, some people in relationships would say, I was at work, but in the first place when we were getting to know each other, you were saying, your work ends at 8 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're back at home at midnight. So I'm like, okay, what happened? And then the next thing is I had to overwork. Yes, you had to overwork, but you didn't communicate. You'd have told me, you know, I am going to overwork today. I might return late, so that I get to understand, so that your partner gets to understand.
A quick one that has kept ringing in my head. If they have said that in relationships, one has to be a fool and one has to be smart, who are you going to be? Who are you going to, who are you going to be?
I think I can be both, dependent on situations. You know what?
Again.
No. Do you know why I'm saying it's dependent on both? I feel it should be 50-50 on a scenario. When it comes to a relationship, there are things your partner, especially a woman, expects the husband to be able to do. Or let's say if you're dating and your boyfriend and girlfriend, your girlfriend expects you to really have certain things as a boyfriend, to be able to understand certain things. Because women, whenever women are in love, there's a way they start feeling comfortable around their partners.
One said they remove their brains and give them to their boyfriend.
And they give them to their boyfriend because now they become more feminine than they are. Even with this level of women empowerment that is happening, as she can be the strongest person in front of boardrooms and all of these things, but when she finds a safe space in a man, she wants this person to think for her. Sometimes it's not like she doesn't know what to do. Now that is where majority of the women become, in quote, the ones that people say, okay, this one has decided to be the fool in the relationship. And you will realize some women, whenever a man is messing up, the woman will tell you, you thought I'm a fool simply because I was seeing
things and keeping quiet.
Exactly. So the woman will decide to be like, to kind of massage my man's ego. Let me just tone down a little bit and allow him, to ride along with his masculinity and all of that. But at times, you realize that it also has a problem and a positive. So what I was saying, for me, I would do a 50-50 because there are times where you need to be what people call a fool, and you're just entirely dependent on what your woman advises. You wake up in the morning and you're like, today I really don't have any money around. What is the plan? Who should I call? You call madam and you're like, what do you have in plan? And then she's like, well, by the look of things, the way you've been spending money, I think you should stop doing this and this. And then your friends will be like, Ssonko, since you got a woman, you're all acting like as if toina bongo. It's like you're no longer independent. But then you've realized that, you see, there are scenarios where you're not supposed to overbe like yes. So that's what I was saying. That and in fact 50-50 is good.
It's good.
Because we cannot all be smart or know everything. And there are scenarios where you will really fail to interpret a situation. And best believe women think of solutions faster than women think of the solution.
But they say men are the ones who give solutions to everything.
No, men offer long-term solutions. But when it comes to a short-term solution,
something has
happened immediately. A woman's brain will work faster to first erase the problem. That is why if you happen to catch a woman in cheating, it's very easy for her to lie to you. But men rarely get away with.
He will think about it later
that he messed up. It's like, I really messed up.
Why did I use my brain?
Exactly. And because if you caught your woman cheating, God forbid, you will realize she will give you an answer
that you,
and then you'll end up apologizing for finding her in the act. Now, on the other side of things, when a man is found cheating,
he will look away.
He will start saying things and exactly go mute, say things, and the more he speaks, the more he gets into trouble. Because now you really are like, banko.
Banko.
Because now there's that level of realization.
And that the reason you have said it right, that men give, like, they give long-term solution. They have thought to, if that, because cheating is a choice,
Yes.
right? And they have thought the way that how it's gonna be ahead. Maybe put her somewhere very far. The woman will never know. And you leave these short things. Yes. That's why they are caught quickly, and then that women take longer to be caught.
Exactly. Because now for the man, the man is looking at a long-term kind of goal. He's saying, now with this girlfriend I'm having, or what you could say, with this side chick I'm having, if I am to start going deep into her, what will happen if she gives birth, or she gets pregnant? So he's planning ahead of that kind of scenario, and then he has already planned on where he's going to put her. But he has forgotten about the current.
He's forgetting
that, okay, you're doing all of these things. You're no longer focused on the present, where they're going to catch you in the act. You're focused on
on the other side.
Now, and on the other end, for women, women forget the long term. They focus on
what they're feeling now, the emotions the man brings now.
Yes. Oh, yes. So they forget the long term. They're like,
That's how he makes me feel good.
So they're forgetting on, yes, he's treating me right.
Wow.
And you see,
that's true.
Even when it comes to relationships and choosing relationships, as much as the love or marriage coaches keep telling the young women that when you're looking for a life partner, you're supposed to look at someone's future trajectory, or you need to look at their level of determination and what they want to do. It may help you understand the kind of person you're dating. But then at times you realize the woman is more focused on right now.
What do you have now?
What do you have now? Because she also doesn't know how tomorrow is going to be. And you will really understand why.
If you saw it clearly, she's right.
She's right. Because at times, as a man, there are times you wake up and you're like, and then you just imagine and you're like, because
someone is putting all her brains into you,
and you're like, and you know, I've always told some of my friends, and the funniest thing is that majority of my male friends have also encountered the same. There are some relationships some of us men have ended simply because we are not in the right financial capacity
to hold
the relationship.
Is that when you start saying, I don't deserve you?
It's not about non-deserving you. You're like,
who says what is the word behind most men? I've talked to many girls and they've said, my boyfriend said I don't deserve him, like I deserve someone who will take care of him.
Exactly.
Is that what you mean?
Low-key. You know why? Because it reaches a point, and in fact, there is a period where people say you found the right woman in the wrong timing of your life. Like you found the right woman you would wish to have. She's loyal to you. She treats you just well. She's there for you. You talk about life together, but you feel maybe you're going to waste a lot of her time.
You're going to really
and you know where
and then you
and you know where that comes in. It usually comes in when you're either done with university. You know that age of doing after you're done with the university,
you're still just
and you're either getting into your first employment, and life is starting to make sense for you, but you're realizing that the income you're earning
cannot
sustain this person. And you want to be truthful to them, and you're like, you see, I think I love you, but I think I will just be in your way.
If so, men are not selfish. You allow the person you love to go just like that because
again,
what's that?
It will be highly dependent on if the man is self-aware and is willing to accept his reality. Because you might be selfless as a man, but when you still don't want to let go, you're like, me, I love
Wouldn't
my
like
woman.
woman.
There's no way.
Let's build ourselves together.
Let's build ourselves together. No, building. By the way, today, building yourself with your partner, like building ourselves with together, is the current trend. You know why? I think, and it's going to be even a more evident trend as we move forward.
Yeah.
And the reason as why it's like that is because the economy is really tough on individuals.
Yes.
It's really tough. And the other, with a number of us in this country have grown up under extended families, where you have a stepmother, or you have a stepdad. And then that kind of reality hits you when you grow and you're like, I wouldn't love this for my children, or I wouldn't love this for my life. I am either going to force my way into
someone's life
one person's life forever, or I am doomed. So why I'm saying that the trend is changing, because I've been around people lately, people who are getting married today. You might think that the dating scene is a bit in shambles, but you'll sit down with people in wedding launches and someone says, I've been with my partner for 6 years, and you're like, in this era,
6 years and you're dating? They're doing what? People are shocked.
Yeah, people are shocked. And then others will say, we've been together for 4 years, 5 years. Now, what people have forgotten is that before you even get to into this marriage kind of thing, you realize you need to know your partner for quite some time. Maybe it can be 2 years, but there has to be some level of history
that you have together.
And that is the kind of life people have been the people are building today. And why I mentioned that the trend is changing for doing life together is that people have realized that, one, you have a job, it's bringing in money. It might be a secure job that you won't just wake up and you've lost the job, but the income you're earning or the salary you're getting is paying bills. And then you would need a side hustle. So when you get the side hustle, it's still not helpful.
Yeah.
And then you're like, if you find a partner, maybe the third side hustle you can have is a joint business. So each one of you has a job, a side hustle, and you have a joint business. You're bringing in the incomes together. You're sharing some things together. And I mean, this is your partner.
I think that it should be something to embrace now. But now for women, it's still hard.
Yeah, for women it's hard.
A few women are embracing it, but then fully.
For women it's hard because our society has really groomed women to be taken care of.
To be the receivers.
Yeah, to be the receivers. And I mean, it's the right way, because even the Bible settings have it that way. You have to take care of your woman. And as a man, even as a man back in the African traditional society, as we've been reading, you are only known to be a real man in society if at all you are responsible enough.
Provide, protect, all the things.
In fact, the African society was so harsh on men. If at all you aren't taking care of your children, regardless of how many women you had, what defined you was if you're taking responsibility of these women and you're taking responsibility of these particular children that you have with these women. That would define you as a man. And then that is why even leadership in the African setting was based on the kind of family man you are, who you are, and what you're known for in society. When you arrive, people are like, that is the man. And you know, leadership came, wealth was attached to all of those things.
Talking about leadership, you could not lead if you didn't have a family.
Yeah. Because I mean, how could you lead people? Because if you cannot lead a group of people,
then how do you lead
how will you lead? Because I've been told there are a number of companies, especially internationally funded companies here in the country, that roles are given to people, that there are specific roles where you being a married person gives you a high chance of of getting that particular job, because they have, I think, the hiring criteria feels that maybe a married person knows or understands conflict resolution. Because I mean, you're home,
you must be resolving conflicts at home.
You have to clear rent, you have to pay school fees. Your wife needs some hair money, or she's like, you know, we need this, we haven't been on dates for a while. You have all these issues on your head, and then you have a job. So I think the boss is like, okay, with the way you're handling all these things, I think you can handle this kind of situation.
Because either way you're going, like
there's some level, exactly, there's some level of responsibility you carry. But imagine someone who is in a level of no responsibility whatsoever. They're definitely going to just show up. You know, I was following the LC1 elections that just happened recently, and the social media is always funny. And someone said the reason as why Gen Z would not win an election for the local council one is because people expect their LC1 chairperson to be on ground and available.
Oh yes.
I don't know if you remember those days when we were young. The chairperson of the village was always an old person. Yeah. And they're always available. We could know that while you were chairman. Now the Gen Z and the argument was, as a Gen Z, you find you hear the chairperson is on vacation. You're like, we want to buy land. Where is the chairperson? We need a signature. So
that's tough.
Yeah. And but then back to the conversation, Joan, of intelligent people and how they struggle with the relationship. There's a thing about relationships and being able to be free with your partner. Intelligent people, unfortunately, have a reputation to keep and to maintain. I don't know why.
Oh, they feel there's someone watching.
There's someone watching. It's more of a career-minded person, no? A career-oriented person, rather. Where, let's say celebrities. Okay, I wouldn't say celebrity. As a celebrity, you're smart, but there are people who believe in you. So to them, you're at a level, you can even influence them, by the way.
Yeah,
because you're in a society where as a celebrity, you can, a celebrity can influence people. So there are people who take them seriously. Now, if you look into their dating history or their marriage life, they struggle a lot. Because they have that thing of how would people see me?
Who will see me just run around with my husband?
Exactly.
Just with my wife.
How can people see me carrying my wife's bag? How can people see me going for following my wife for a salon appointment or a nail appointment? You're having all the things of, this is who I am. How can they see me? With all the books I have, with the kind of life I've built for myself. How do I go or bend low for all that kind of life? And then in that way, you've forgotten that you're a human being at the end of it all.
Or even love demands none of those things.
None of those things. Because the other person did not fall in love with you because of your degree. Okay, they might have fallen in love with you because you're intelligent, you're smart. But at the end of the day, there is more to love than just that smartness.
Thank you.
They expect you to be considerate, to be compassionate, to understand that you can be smart in real life and also have some love smartness. That there are certain things you don't do.
Be nice.
Be nice. Be kind. Extend grace.
Yeah.
Do not just come.
I think that's the only thing that is disturbing it. Because now I also have a mind on intelligence and wisdom. I believe these two things are different.
Yeah, they're different. Very different, because wisdom is genetic, I should say. Why I say it's genetic? Wise people are born wise. But intelligent people get intelligent through knowledge sometimes.
You can read.
Yeah, they can read and you become intelligent and knowledgeable about a certain topic.
Oh, I can get into a business and I get intelligent about it. Oh.
Such that when they call for business coaches, you can come and sit. No Yogera Bandebagamba. Wow. He's very intelligent. He knows the subject. But then when it comes to being wise, that's why sometimes people who are academically poor in class were intelligent in certain aspects of life.
Yeah.
And then we were like, someone who didn't pass highly in class is someone owning all these businesses in life.
Hello, livestock and poultry farmers. We welcome you to Bred Vet Drug Shop, an outlet for all your veterinary solutions. We deal in veterinary drugs, vaccines, complete poultry feeds, fish feeds, supplements, dog food, brooding materials, feeders, drinkers, and all vet equipment. We do vaccination for dogs and poultry with a trained, certified field officer working 24 hours, just a call away. Bred Vet Drug Shop is located in Nansana, just next to Africa Oil Petrol Station along Hoima Road. Contact us on 0787 087 220 or 0701 271 801. Bred Vet Drug Shop is licensed by the National Drug Authority. Bred Vet Drug Shop, the ultimate custodian of your livestock and poultry.
But these are people who could sit down and create something out of nothing.
A song about that.
Levixon.
Yeah.
But because let me tell you, the real life, in the real world, you need to be very wise to survive. You need to be very wise. But I also want to believe wisdom and intelligence have to also move together. Because you can't be wise and you're not intelligent.
I believe in this, that you can be intelligent and then the wisdom helps you to do what, like intelligence is what you know, and then the wisdom helps you to do what you know.
Yes.
Right. That is
because you're now wise. You can't be intelligent to pull off any, it's more like you need intelligence to, let's say, vibe a woman. To understand her weakness, to understand what she wants, but you need to be wise enough to keep her. Wakati oliao olimugezi yeso mufunye.
Ofunye manye chokora, women do love this. Then you do them.
Now, in fact, majority of the intelligent people fail at the keeping of the relationship because now
most of them are
it's more of a I have got my woman, I have this beautiful woman. Now it goes back to how can you keep this woman? Because there's actually a message I keep telling myself about relationships, and it is for you to continue to understand your partner, you have to love the present version of your partner. Because every day it's a different. The person you met 4 years ago is different today, because the person you are last year isn't the person you are today. So that means your partner has to understand and continue growing with that version of yours. So now intelligence limits these people, because when you're intelligent, you're like, I know what my partner wants. Your partner would, you might have found your partner as someone who loves going out for, for concerts. And then 2 years from now, they would prefer being in the house watching movies. But you've forgotten all of that. You're more focused on the person you met. You're like, the partner chayagala. And then you take them to a concert and they're like, my social battery is now because they've changed.
There's one a couple that I was counseling, and the man was saying, but I love you and I have never changed. And the woman says, that is the problem. That's the problem. You have not changed.
Because humanity, change is part of life, and you have to change, you have to evolve. The person you were a year ago has to change. Then that means you're not growing.
You can't be loving me like the way you loved me when I was just a teen.
Because if you're the way we used to vibe people in high school can't be the way you're vibing people at university. Can't be the same way you're vibing someone who is already in the workspace or someone who is independent. I think that is why majority of men struggle to also date firstborn daughters.
Firstborn?
Yes,
I'm a
because exactly. No, it's actually a compliment because the firstborn daughters have a different view of life than the others. Last born daughters love being pampered. Now, there's a time where a firstborn daughter isn't looking at you over pampering. Now she's looking for solutions.
Oh.
Now, there are levels where she wants solutions. Okay, she's like, okay, I've seen the laugh. But now this is the problem.
Like, can we not forget that we have a problem?
Hey. Don't forget we have a problem. Okay, thank you for the flowers. But now, we need money for this. This is the problem. You get? Because now she has realized it is not all about the love. Yes, the love is there, but how can we sustain it? So, but when you're growing with your partner and you're loving the current version of them, you learn certain things. Because your partner in 2026 might be someone who wasn't open to certain conversations. But in 2027, because they've grown and they've picked an idea, they've learned and they're like, okay, this is something I would love. Maybe when you're still young, you're like, I can never invest my money into farming. But when you grow, you're like,
farming, money must say.
No, there's peace in farming. Let me go and farm. And then you're like, they meet the partner I know. Like, you're like, okay, yes, you knew me like that. Can you please now know me in the present? Because Katinchu same.
How much knowledge do I have about this?
Because you see, when you get to understand the current version of your partner, it helps you also understand the changing patterns of your partner. And you avoid things like where women are like, can you imagine he did this to me? The signs were there. But because you were stuck in the man with the version of the man you met, you're like, he can't do that. People are telling you, meanwhile, your man is cheating on you. You're like,
no, he cannot.
He's a church boy. He can never do such things. Oh, he's a youth pastor. No. My man, he's always calling me. He's always texting me. He's updating me. But like, okay, yes, he's doing other things. But your man is cheating on you. So for you, instead of taking this with a pinch of salt, you're like, instead of trying to start monitoring to see if, okay, are there some changes in my partner? You're like, no, he can never do such a thing. Then once it happens, you're like, what? Can you imagine he did this to me? The people you're telling had already told you, this man was cheating on you. This man was cheating on you. That is why sometimes for where intelligence comes in a relationship, there are times you see you see your partner doing certain things. And you're like, let me keep quiet. But you're not keeping quiet. You're just monitoring the patterns. And you're like, okay.
You're watching the patterns.
You're watching the patterns. And you're like,
I see you.
I see you.
You're enjoying too much.
You're enjoying too much, okay. By the time you feel like you're clocking out of the relationship, you're like, I've seen all these patterns and I feel I'm done.
Those are, we normally do teach about emotional intelligence. That is someone who is emotionally intelligent. So first sit down and do what? And prepare yourself. The time the man is going to come and say, you know what? We're done.
She's like, oh, okay.
Then you're shocked. Like, you're not, I'm living with my boys. Then it's like, okay.
So now you see that kind of emotional intelligence. It is on rare occasions that the intelligent people, the people we are shown to be intelligent, use. They rarely use that kind of intelligence. They want to, they want this normal, ordinary smartness. You have to do things in a straight line. You have to do like,
this is how it's supposed to be
your partner has done this. You want to confront them there and then. You're confrontational. Sometimes you're like, no, let me see. Because you see,
people need that.
They need that. Because sometimes in a relationship, when your partner does something, before you even come, before you even confront them, just give them a benefit of the doubt, and you're like, okay, let me see how far this person can go. Because there are certain things your partner would do, and it's a one-off.
Oh, it just happened.
It just happened accidentally.
Imagine you came and confronted them about that. It was just...
Then that means they are going to hide from you. They won't show you their true self. But imagine knowing who they are and you're monitoring the situation. So by the time you feel like, you're confronting them, and that's why they say, as much as women act like they're the fools in relationships, they put a lot of intelligence in their relationship than other things. Because they will come and a woman will come at you with a lot of receipts. And because she has already seen a lot of things. She's like, okay, in the first place, I saw you with this young woman, with this other woman. And I thought maybe you're friends. Or because maybe you just got attracted to her and it would end there. But now, I've been seeing you going out, meeting a certain person. Now I found you with this same woman I once saw. So are you trying to tell me it is the first time you're meeting them? Because the man will say, I can explain. It's not what you think.
It's not what you think. Those statements. It's not what you think. Then, like, we would choose them all statements. It's not what you think. No, this woman has receipts. And she's really looking in your eyes and waiting on you to buy her well. Like,
yes. So it's more like women would know, and you know, the lies that men tell. Because for me, one of the things I've learned about men or ourselves is that we love lying.
White lies. Simple lies.
We love lying.
Like you hear.
And sometimes it isn't necessary.
Like the white lies.
I've come to also realize that men sometimes lie because it is the best way to deal with the current situation. Because you're like, no, I know my partner.
Oh.
If I get to tell her this, that I am doomed.
Oh, you want peace.
You want peace, and you're like, you know, I will find a way to deal with this. Let me first put this lie there.
But you know a lie, you have to keep it with a lie.
But the problem is women do not want to believe first off. They will still try to find out. They'll be like,
no, you want to say a lie and she believes it.
So it becomes very difficult. So and now the problem is men cannot lie consecutively.
Oh, you can keep the lie.
Yeah, because you'll be like, you know, let me just. And that's why women would say that you're so audacious. How can you tell me such a thing? It's like, man, let me just tell you. Because in one way or the other, you'll still find out. So instead of finding out, let me just tell you and see how you react, and we're done from there. So, yeah.
That's a thing. We've had women get hurt so much when a man just said, like, okay, I slept with her.
But because it's like, you see, because lies are going to be more expensive. And
you get tired.
Yeah. If you actually sit down with some men and you ask them, what made you stop cheating? They'll say, man, cheating is expensive. It's not only expensive in terms of money, but the effort you have to put in lying is too much. Now, for example, people know you're married, but
they find you here.
You're like, can we meet here? You don't want to. You're moving like this. You're like, when someone sees you, you're like,
this man.
Exactly.
You know, we only meet in a room, and sometimes you're like, can we meet just somewhere out? But then you can't.
And if you notice, and for men, usually, if it's, let's say, marriage, and the man is home with the wife, and the phone call comes along, and the phone call is from the side chick, a man will be a bit nervous on that call because the main madam is here. So it's like any stupid word he says, now a woman will be seated next to you and she will receive a phone call from, let's say, her side guy, and you might think they are friends because she will be calm and understand and handle everything very smart. So that's why it's very difficult for you to tell that she's cheating unless she starts moving, because when women get emotionally invested, they will start
moving around,
channeling their love to the other person. So that is when you notice. For men,
that's why it takes long for men to realize their wives are cheating.
But for men, they channel the same energy everywhere.
Hey,
I treat this one the same way. You treat the other one the same. So they channel this. In fact, in most cases, what hurts most women is that a woman will find out that the man is cheating by the patterns. he takes her to a restaurant, and then the same restaurant.
It's the same restaurant again.
He brings the other person. Or he's using the same lines on the both of you. Or he's either just changing a few things, a few routines. He's like, you see, if I'm going to take my wife on vacation to Nairobi, I'll take this one to Zanzibar. But it's the same thing.
The same road.
You realize, like, you see, and let's say if at all he wants to leave work, he will say, I do what?
There's some work.
Or let's say if at all he wanted to take the woman, his wife, out on vacation, he will construct a lie at work and then tells the wife, you know, I asked for a leave at work because my parent is sick and all those things. And then the same lie is the same thing he gives to the wife. Now we are going for okay, it's a bit different. He would say we are going for a vacation at work. It's a work trip. So the woman is saying, okay, it's a work trip, but I've been with you for all this long, and that work and at your workstation, you've never been given such work trips of a week. Maybe it has been 3 days. Okay, let's leave it there. And she's like, okay, she's monitoring the situation. Then after 2 months, again another work trip.
You're like, Did your job description change?
Mind you, you're this kind of person who has always been in office. So she's like, okay.
Workaholic.
Workaholic wango nonga. Now maybe one time you leave the passport at home. And then you said
when you traveling.
And then you said
oh my god.
Oh. Yes. He's like,
he's not traveling.
And by the way, what keeps most relationships is the intelligence of women.
Women
because women see a lot of things and they let go. And they keep certain things to themselves. They're like, okay, there's no need to react.
Let me just leave
it. There are so many patterns that women see in their partners, and they're like, you know, and that's why some women, when they're confronted by the so-called side chicks who come to them and they're like, I have a child for your man. You know, I'm coming into this marriage.
He told me that you are not this.
Then she's like, okay, I know, do your best. Because she has already accepted her reality. She's like, okay, now let me see you. For you, if you think I came into this marriage and I was a fool.
It's your time to suffer.
It is your time to suffer. Because now the burden is no longer on this woman.
Yeah.
First of all, because the man has been hiding away from the main chick to go around with you.
And now you're the one.
He's never going to tell me. I found out myself.
Yeah.
And I decided to act like I didn't know. So you're coming to me to tell me to leave a man I got married to.
One thing that beats my understanding, why is it that whenever the relationship, now you have this side chick, it happens that this woman says, okay, now you can have this relationship. Why is it that a man cannot maintain most of them? They're afraid to maintain the second relationship.
The second relationship. I really don't know much about that particular one, but one view I can give you about it is that sometimes when you are in a long-term relationship or let's say people who are married, you realize that you found a lifetime partner, a partner you do life with. Chances are high they've seen you at your worst.
Yeah,
they have. Because by the time someone agrees to settle with you for marriage, they have seen a few things about you that are not really good, but they are workable. So your partner is like, okay, I can do with that imperfection. I can do.
You can see how to maneuver.
Exactly. Now the other person
has seen you at
your best. So they are seeing you at your best. Chances are high they're not going to love you at your worst. So you're pretending to be at your best for them every time. So you're bringing your worst version and your best version to your woman, more so the worst version, because you know she knows how to handle it. The other one is just taking the best version. So at that moment, you're like, leaving your main woman to go for the other one. You're like,
the wrongest move ever.
It's going to be a wrong move.
Yeah.
And that's why some men be like, Do whatever you have to do. Don't disrespect my wife.
Madam.
You know that kind of thing, and you're like, but you're cheating on your madam. Why are you like, never?
Then he changes his face. Yeah,
never disrespect my woman. Do whatever you want to do, but I should never find you messing around with my wife.
Okay.
And then that is one of the biggest reality checkers for a number of these side chicks who are like,
he tells me never.
Never.
And when madam calls, everything is put on a hold.
Exactly. And then like, that's why majority of this side chicks will end up saying, I no longer want to be a side chick as well. I want to be the main. Please come to my parents' house and visit.
And now
but I mean, the man will be like, no, there's no one visiting. I have a wife. Because now she has seen certain benefits the other person is getting that she can't get. So once she conquers the marriage, and there are some who have been lucky enough to get where men have decided to divorce their first women for them. Those are the lucky few who end up going there.
Luck, eh?
No, it's luck, I should say. It's luck on their side and bad luck on the other. It's good luck for the other person and bad luck for the other person, for the one who has ended up a new wife.
And we're already saying, fingers crossed, he doesn't treat you like he's treated the first one, because that is even bound to happen. Eh? Yeah. Couldn't that be?
It depends anyway.
It depends.
You see, human beings are very tricky. Trust me.
Yeah, but we evolve. Like we evolve. We change.
Yeah, we can evolve because the worst version of change is when your partner changes entirely.
Becomes a real new version.
A new version where people are like, yes, I know people change, but my partner has over changed.
You accept change,
but this change. Very worse than I expected or I anticipated. Omuntu yalita kuba party every weekend hava mubala. The same person who used to come back early adda late. Omuntu yalita yagala abakazi is now womanizing. That kind of change, that changes drastically.
Actually, the first change is okay.
You know, no, there's a change that is okay, that your partner starts doing certain things and starts viewing life differently. That is okay. There's that constructive change of your partner used to overspend money. Now this time around is like, we need to save.
That's what I'm saying.
You're like, yeah, so.
Yeah, like you're partying too hard, and then now you've reduced it.
No, you weren't partying. Out of the blue, you're the biggest party animal out there. Mind you, you're married. You're like,
that's you. Started acting single.
And remember, when women get married, majority of them tend to leave certain habits outside their single life. Those who have been hanging out with lots of friends decide to now choose one or two friends that they hang out with. And in most cases, they want to have one married friend, and maybe one other who isn't married, to just give them some tea or lugambo for how is the single world moving.
Yeah, some tea. Women with tea.
Because unmarried women be having a lot of lugambo.
But you call it lugambo, but I've called it, that's a place where women heal from.
Yeah, exactly. So you need to have that unmarried friend or two unmarried friends. And then you have like two married friends where you share the same problem, the same marital issues.
They're like, and
then they're like, okay, but how do you guys deal with? Of course, you won't share a lot of things, but you're like, how do you guys deal with this scenario? Has it ever happened to you? This and this.
But men don't do that, and it's killing you.
Sharing with fellow men. No, the unfortunate bit is that for men, I think it's because of the kind of environment men are groomed. Because you can sit down with your father and explain these things, or maybe to some of your siblings, your male siblings, but to your friends it becomes difficult. You're like, how would they see me?
Oh, like, that kind of thing. To where we started, how would
they see me? Men have that kind of thing of, you want people to know you for I can handle.
I've handled my family.
Yeah,
there was a problem.
These are small things I can handle. But then at the end of the day, you can only handle too much, really. One day you will wake up and you need a healing space.
Yeah,
you need to go and sit down with somebody and explain to them and say, you see, both of us are married men here. How do you deal with this scenario?
Guys, what can I do?
I'm running out of cash, but my woman expects me to deal with this and this. What are the things I can, do? What can I do? And sometimes, again, the other unfortunate bit is that very few of us really hold fellow men accountable.
Oh.
Yes. So it's very rare. It's on circumstances where you realize we can have a conversation for 1 hour and then we talk football, we talk women, and then when it comes to the struggles we are going through, it's a 5-minute talk. You're like, man, no. And then I'm like, date. Kale, yeah, chikola. You know, that kind of thing. Like Kale. So like,
you're like
Kale.
So
by the time we move out, because you haven't put a lot of time in understanding what Chibagamba, take that your wife too.
Need a wake up call. As we really wind up, I've enjoyed this. There is this the red flags. We started with intelligent people, but what is it that a smart person sees? Maybe like a few things for those people who know they are smart. A few things that they see and ignore in a relationship. Us putting in mind that we've realized that being intelligent does not qualify you to have a beautiful relationship. But maybe the few things that could be an eye opener for them.
The beauty about a relationship is that green flags differ, but red flags should never differ. You know why? Because it's a red flag. It's
green can be lime green, lime something.
So green flags differ depending on the type of partner you're looking for. The people who want partners who are nonchalant, the people who prefer people who light up the room, and then there are people who prefer, for me, if I see a big bad woman,
I'm down.
I'm there. If I see a light skinned woman, I'm there. Then there are those who are like, for me, I love chocolate women, I'm there. For me, I want a Westerner, I am there. For me, I want a Miranda, I am there. There was a time in my university days when I was like, I want a Randese. Period.
If she come and says half Miranda, half
I don't love half pilau, half chips. No.
Pilau, half chips.
But when it comes to green flags, I think the biggest green flag should be communication. Because even people who are poor at communication know how to communicate with their partners.
Who are poor?
Yes. Like poor in what sense? They don't want to be on phone that much. They're not phone call people.
But they don't get a way to communicate.
They get a way to communicate. Or they do not love holding lengthy conversations. But when they love you, they love you. So they learn to communicate during the relationship. They'll be like, this is what I'm up to today. Yeah. So that you're not shocked. It's more like your partner telling you, the beauty about communication is your partner leaves home and then they tell you, I'm going to town. And then you're moving around, you find them in a massage parlor. Like, what is happening? Like, you would have told me, I'm going to town, but I'll pass by a massage parlor. So that in case someone calls me and says, no, your partner is here. You're like, I already know.
He told me
he's there. You get that kind of thing. So communication should be, poor communication should be a red flag. Because your partner should not be anticipating. You don't know what the next part is bringing. And the same suspense. Your partner shouldn't be in suspense. Of course, you shouldn't be predictable, especially as a man, because it gets boring for the woman.
When you're predictable,
because it becomes routine. Your man is like,
oh yeah, just how
I beat it. Let me go and party with the girls. As long as I return at 7, you shock her.
Hey, but what happened?
What happened? That's not good advice. But what I'm saying is, Bella, you know, be unpredictable a bit. But still, in your level of unpredictability, the term communication should be important. Because if you don't communicate, if you don't tell me that I am coming or I'm doing this, I won't even know how to help you. You're going through something as much as you want to go through it alone, but at least you can share certain things that you know I may be willing to help or support. Sometimes listening, I can just be there to listen to you, even without offering a solution, because it might be a bigger problem. Because one of the bigger problems, by the way, to deal with is if your partner loses a loved one, let's say a family member. Best believe nobody knows how to deal with that.
That's true. That's true.
Because you don't know how they want to be treated in that situation. If, let's say, it's a mother or a father, you don't know how close they were. So the best way is to just be available when they need you. Do not over...
No, like even... There is actually when they have not been close, you've been seeing it.
Yes.
But when someone is gone,
it's different.
It's different. You cannot treat
them
like...
So when your partner is in that moment of grief, of grief rather, sometimes it's very difficult to deal with circumstances. Some relationships even come to a pause or end during that time, because you might do something wrong thinking you're doing the right thing.
You do too much.
Too much.
It's like, no, I just wanted like, to be
just
here.
Be there. It's okay. I will come back. Like, I will bring myself back. Allow me to first grieve in person. But communication is important. Then the other, I think the other red flag should be disrespect.
Disrespect.
Because I believe even in workspaces, being disrespectful to your juniors or seniors really taints your image as an employee. People feel like they can't work with you. You're disrespectful, either the way you handle yourself or the way you talk to people. That means no one is going to feel comfortable around you. And the person who is supposed to feel more comfortable around you should be your partner.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you're with this person because there are chances you want to start a family with them.
Yeah.
You don't want to start a family with somebody who doesn't respect you. So it becomes, and disrespect comes in very many forms, in how people address you, shouting at you, you know, that kind of thing. In fact, some people, for example, my partner, while we were in what people call talking stages, which I prefer calling courtship, because
it's much better.
It's much better because in a relationship you have to talk.
Yeah.
So my partner usually tells me that every time she wants to see me angry, she wants to see how do I react when I'm angry.
You're angry. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, because she wants to understand better. Can I manage this in the long run? Oh no. Because the people who get angry and they start beating.
Yeah.
Your partner gets angry at you and then they get violent. Start throwing things at you. They start threatening you. The next thing, someone is holding a knife. You're like, if I continue with this person, then it's on me.
If they're dating time, they're able to do that. How about when you're married? When they feel like they own you.
Now they own you. They're entitled to you.
Yeah.
Where you've come back late and you don't even explain, a slap is already on you. Then that means when you get into the other life, things are going to be worse.
That should be something, but we're ignoring it now. When they happen, then we're like,
So, and those are things you've ignored. And then your partner telling you, and then your partner, for example, being a party animal. Again, I'm not saying it's bad to be a party animal, but
please party.
You can party, but you can't be partying every day, though.
Think about
so when you look at some of these, because I've seen so many people who say they don't love people who love going to bars every weekend. To them, it's a red flag because they're saying
every weekend.
Yeah. For them, they're like, every weekend you're full of every weekend you're full of
from Monday to Sunday.
Now you get so someone is like, so, and then your partner will also not feel secure because they'll be like, at any one moment you'll find another person there. You know?
Oh yes.
So disrespect. But then the other red flags depend on what you're looking for in a partner. And you might be someone who's like, for me, if someone is an alcoholic, that's a no for me. If someone smokes, that's a no for me. It's a deal breaker. If someone is a womanizer, that's really a deal breaker for me. If my woman is always around men, throwing herself around, throwing herself at men, she's always hanging out with men, you're like,
the best friends are men.
Hey, the besties, you're like, me, I don't want
There's actually, we had that conversation here that took rounds on my own. Yeah,
there is no partner in this world who will be happy about their partners having a bestie of the opposite sex. Because you're like, wait a minute, I thought I should be your bestie of the opposite sex. You can have your female bestie who like knows certain stuff that you don't even want to tell me. But at least I should know
a few of them.
A few of the
But men
the things.
feel that the women will use them against them. Use those much that they know.
No, and okay, that's why they don't want to over open. But then I doubt if there are people who are there who are willing to accept that I will be okay with my partner having a female bestie as a woman.
Apart from the opposite sex liking or feeling it's okay, would you like feel comfortable, or do you think there is something like a male can have a female bestie and nothing?
Me, I feel a male and a female can be friends.
No besties.
Maybe a bestie, you know why? Because
you can have
your best friend knows so much, meaning you share a lot.
Yeah,
they know your weakest point. And when you also look at majority of the besties that women have had, some women will tell you the reason as why I stopped talking to my bestie is because he caught feeling. Me, I thought we were just friends. And it breaks women so much, by the way, because she puts you in that cluster of you're just my friend. You know, like my brother, a brother, I groomed myself. Why are you trying to get emotional and becoming my partner? That kind of thing. Because they also know, so I think it's okay for your partner to have
a friend,
friends of the opposite gender, but there should be boundaries around that level of friendship, because I mean it should be just friendship. Let's talk about life. Hi, how is everything? Is there some financial help here and there? Let it stop there.
Bestie.
Once you start investing so much emotional attachment,
becomes difficult.
Yeah, it becomes difficult to handle, because one of you might catch feelings. And it becomes very difficult because you'll be like, I don't want to hurt her. I don't want to hurt him. I mean, you have a partner. What are you saying?
So, you don't want to hurt your friend, all right?
So,
your best
generally,
friend.
Red flags and green flags should definitely depend on what you want in your partner.
Right.
And what you can't do.
Oh my goodness. I hope you have enjoyed this. This was a good thing that you shared about. Thank you so much for coming through. I love and checks. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, to share to many. You cannot hear all these things and keep them to yourselves. Yes, share to many. Until next video, God bless you.